All right. Welcome to Goofon tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Goofon. I am your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Wednesday, right? Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. And we are alive. Let freedom ring. Tonight, we're going to talk about, how ufology has been a Psi-Op of epic proportions. And I'm going to remind you why. It's happening today. It's happening every day. It's a terrible way to go through life, wondering if you're being lied to every day of your life. And we are, and we are, and we are. And I can tell you why, but it would be too easy. But I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'll give you a little hint. TTSA. Tom Deschlonge. The inclusion of Lou Eleganzo. David Grush. David Fravor. David from Jerusalem. The Mummy Doomies. The Spheres. The drones were real, but Lockheed. Warning. Get it? Got it? Good. Because we're being duped and it ain't feeling good. Every day the government lies. It's part of their MO. We lie to make you feel better. It says it right there in the manual. Lie to the general public as often as you can. Because transparency is not a good way to live. Anywho, lots of stuff going on. Glad to see some people here tonight. Because we don't have at least 100 people, there's no roll call. I see everybody. How you doing? Let's get rolling. Three. So, what if I told you some Nazca mummies are still alive? Would you believe it? No. You wouldn't. But Vetted has this guy on who's going to talk about the Mummy Doomies in a very strange interview. I've got to show this to you because it's that strange.
And then we'll come back on the other side and talk about it.
Okay.
Pues bueno, ¿por qué no empezamos con quién eres y tus cualificaciones, sabes, y cómo te metiste en esto de las momias?
Bueno, yo soy Roger Zúñiga Avilés, profesor principal de la Universidad San Luis Gonzaga en la ciudad de Ica. Es una universidad nacional. Yo trabajo ya muchos años, soy doctor y magíster. Bueno, esa es la presentación. Tengo trabajando en la universidad ya 37 años. Sí, a ver, ¿cómo me meto en esto de este fenómeno tan importante y único en
Sí.
el mundo? Ha sido de una manera un poco fortuita, si se quiere.
Wow.
Así
¿Y
que,
todos son medio iguales o cada uno
mira,
único?
mire, es como las personas que son parecidas pero con personalidades distintas. O
Vale,
sea, la
vale.
cara, el cuerpo, si bien es
Sí,
cierto, son semejantes, pero los rasgos físicos, como el humano, es
claro.
distinto, ¿no? Hay
Sí,
que, hay
sí,
que, hay que familiarizarse con estos seres para distinguir uno del otro, ¿no?
claro.
Así que
Sí,
yo puedo decir quién es Albert, quién es Luisa, quién es Josefina, quién es Edgarda, quién es Irving, o yo no sé, ¿no?
sí,
Nombres que se han puesto. Y otros
sí.
que son completamente distintos a estos. Por ejemplo, hay cuerpos alados, con ala, pero todos son de 3 dedos.
A ver, con
Hay,
alas.
sí, con alas, sí.
Vienen con
Pero
alas, joder.
ala atrofiada. Es decir, tiene
Atrofiada. A
dos,
ver, ¿qué es eso? No entiendo eso,
es
esa
decir,
palabra.
que no le ha servido como
He doesn't know what atrophy means? Okay.
para volar, ¿no?
Ah, vale, vale, vale. Ok,
Sí,
sí, entiendo. Vale.
claro.
Sí. ¿Son demasiado pequeños? ¿No tienen los músculos? ¿O por qué
They're
piensan
Ah,
eso?
atrophy,
bueno,
you
tiene todos
idiot.
los músculos, pero se ha reducido esta ala. Seguramente en un pasado lejano les haya servido para volar, ¿no? Hay con cola, también con cola. Hay
Es
unos
que te iba a
niños,
preguntar de eso, que tiene cola, que tiene dientes
sí, sí, exacto,
filados, ¿sabes?
sí,
Delgado,
sí.
¿no?
Parecido, mira, la estructura anatómica es parecido a los pequeños, parecido, pero
A ver, te voy a enseñar un foto y tú
tienen
me dices si
porque
es parecido. Mira, esta foto.
el
¿Puedes ver
cuerpo, a
esto?
ver, no
¿Puedes
lo
ver esa
veo.
foto?
Sí, esa foto la veo, pero no es el ser que conozco.
Bueno, es de un peli esto,
Ah,
pero la persona que me dijo lo de los cuerpos que están delgados y que tiene la cola y todo eso, me dijo que es
sí,
parecido a estos
más bien
cuerpos.
esos se parecen a los insectos, por eso que le estamos denominando insectoides, ¿no? Pero
Vale,
habría que
vale.
hacer un estudio para más o menos buscar su filiación, pues, genético y biológico, ¿no?
Tiene cola, la cola es grande, es
Sí, es
pequeño.
grande, es grande,
Es
es
grande.
grande, como si se tratara de un tercer, de un tercer miembro. Probablemente se apoyaba de vez en
Ah,
cuando en esa
vale.
cola.
Vale, vale,
Sí,
como un asiento, ¿no? O
en
sea,
ciertos momentos,
ya.
porque la cola es nudosa, está lleno de vértebras, no sé, la continuación de la vértebra, así como los primates, algunos primates, ¿no?
Sí,
Que tienen cola
sí.
larga y algunos son mucho más largos, prensiles, ¿no? En este caso, parece que ha
Wow,
perdido la capacidad prensil, si alguna vez la tuvo, pero es como un
wow,
bastón en la parte de atrás, es robusta la cola
wow.
y yo supongo que podía servir en cierto momento de apoyo hacia atrás, ¿no?
Claro,
Sí.
claro. Sí, sí. Y los dientes y todo, o sea, se ve como.
Mire, esos dientes son, ¿qué le digo? Son como caninos puede ser un roedor, algo así. Sí,
Wow.
tienen bastante punta, un poco casi, este, ah, ¿qué le digo? Cónico,
Sí,
pero
sí,
puntiagudo, ¿no?
cónico. Sí.
Cónico, puntiagudo,
Pero
sí.
que da miedo, o sea, sí, cuando lo ves, ¿te da miedo los dientes
Bueno,
así?
es pequeño, pero probablemente haya sido un ser de repente agresivo, no lo sé. Si ha sido un ser agresivo, podía hacer daño con esos dientes, porque no son molares, son como para
Sí.
desgarrar
Ya,
carne, una
ya.
cosa así. Sí.
¿Qué tipo de cabeza tiene? Me dijeron que era como
Es
el
por el estilo,
alargado.
es alargado, claro, es alargado, pero casi triangular, casi
Ah.
triangular. Sí.
All right, so this is crazy, right? There's bodies with long tails and sharp teeth and triangular skulls that have yet to come out, right? Kind of looking like the alien from the movie Alien. I showed the picture of the Close Encounters. There's insect ones that look like that, thin little bodies. There's he even, it's not in this clip, but he told me about one that had a shark fin. So all in my interview coming out next week, you'll be able to get all the details about that. He also talked, wings. They got wings, y'all. I mean, bop, bop. They're can't fly around in them, but at once they could. So little beings with wings have still yet to come out. He told me about a huge skull, 2-foot skull that they found of a giant, right? And the craziest thing is that some of these mummies might be alive.
Shut up.
That's right. Some of these mummies may still be alive and living in the cave system where these preserved mummies have been found. So these tridactyls or other beings are alive, running around, being hunted by poachers down in Peru. That's what I'm hearing. What have you heard?
Oh, boy. And the poachers, since last New Year's, haven't captured one. They're not going to be able to capture an alien. It's not going to happen. The aliens know the cave system too well. What a silly story. I mean, how silly is this getting? And of course, it comes from Mexico, Peru. It comes from all those places where they speak a Spanish. Excuse me, on. I just burped up on my whole insides. All right, what's this? All right. 4 years ago, there was a guy, maybe 5 years ago, a guy who came out in this field named Deep Prasad. He claimed I don't know what he is, but he's like a mathematician, a scientist, I don't know. But we caught this guy in some lies. He said he had a degree in something, he never did. He said he graduated from a certain college, he never did. He said that he's studying, abductees and stuff, and then like a month later he then all of a sudden has an experience he wants to talk about. Kind of like the Dave Scott kind of introduction. Oh, I better talk about something that people can relate to so they can relate to me. I'm going to make up a story. And he made up a story about being abducted because he thought if he was an abductee that more people would follow him. And we caught him in the worst lies. I did a special show on it. And it kind of it died because Dave Scott was supposed to send me some vital information and stood me up, which was the beginning. That was the end of the relationship. That was the final straw that I had with Dave Scott and his lies. So the Deep Prasad is back. I guess he's known as a Canadian tech genius who was living a normal life before a portal opened up and 3 aliens walked out of it. It is the biggest lie in this field. Chupacabra put a video together. I want to see if he's taking Deep Prasad serious. Let's take a look at the story of Deep Prasad by Tupacabra. Alien Encounter. DNA.
This is 9:40 in the morning, and I'm in my room, just like sitting against my headboard and sending emails on my laptop. And I put down my laptop for just a second to pick up my phone. And as soon as I do that, I get this like, it's like I knew exactly what would happen next. That's the weirdest part. One of the weirdest parts about this is that I felt like I knew that I'm about to go through an experience, and I'm even going to call it an abduction because that's the best word that my brain can come up with. And then I realized that I couldn't even move, and I started freaking out because, like, when you lose full control of your body, your motor cortex, that's never happened to me before, like, while being consciously awake and suddenly you just can't do anything. It was terrifying. I thought that I ran through a bunch of emotions, so, like, my mind was, like, running very quickly. And, like,
his story has been sharpened over the years. He now still seems like he's lying, but it's just not as obvious. God, I hate looking at this guy. I hate every fiber of this guy.
Is this a seizure? Nope, doesn't look like it. I can still like move my eyes and stuff. I'm not convoluting or anything or convulsing. Am I dying? And so I scanned the room just with my eyes for like I did about 2 scans, and then by the time I get to my 3rd scan, I see this shimmering object. It's like it's a white outline with like these big black eyes. And initially, like I thought like this can't be real. Like I can't. I must be making this up, right? Like I must be hallucinating this. Suddenly, it became.
I must be making this up. I mean, that's not normal things that people who tell the truth say that stuff. Oh, I must be making this up. I've never heard an abductee say that.
Completely solid, completely materialized. And I see this being. It's about 3 to 4 feet tall. Its head is massive. Like probably the head alone was about a foot. Very like robotic looking. The whole thing.
This guy has never done any manual labor his whole life. Fucking twat.
That it was wearing was like one uniform Snow White spacesuit. Like it was very pure white with like this golden insignia in the middle that was constantly changing colors. Sorry, not changing colors, changing symbols. And so that whole.
Gee, get your own story right. Oh my God, changing colors or symbols? He can't even remember his own lie. How could somebody who had an experience, who's told the story 100 times, can still make a mistake like that? It's called remembering your lie.
That was weird in itself, and suddenly 2 other.
See, when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. But when you lie, you got to remember everything. Everything. And it's impossible. Nobody does it right.
Materialized the same exact way right next to it. And initially when I saw that, I wasn't even that scared. I was more scared that I couldn't move, right? Like that was freakier. And I figured, all right, if I look away, these things are going to be gone. Like I'm dreaming this or something. And I looked around and I like looked back, and now they're just walking around my room like they own the room. And I was terrified. I was like terrified and fascinated because I was like, holy crap, these things are real. Like these stories I've read, people might not have been lying. That was one of the most profound realizations I had. I was like, now I'm one of them too. Now I see what they see. Like now I see why this drives people, right? And so even like throughout the whole time, though, I was still so in disbelief, but it was so real and so in my face that it was still scary, very scary. And I only see my room and these 3 beings. And now they're projecting these hieroglyphics. It was sentences and paragraphs, and it would be like, imagine if I had like subtitles floating in front of me. They were like dark red symbols. It was like,
this is such horse shit.
Like I describe it as a mix of Egyptian and Japanese, and they were just flipping from the bottom
of course
up really, really fast. Just flip, paragraph, sentence, and it's hovering right in front of my wall, like above one of their heads. And
you don't
one
remember?
thing that I think is worth noting is that there was only one English symbol that was shown about 3 to 4 times. Everything else was these hieroglyphs.
And what was it?
DNA in capital letters.
DNA. Do not associate with Deep Prasad. Whatever you do, stay away from that poison. That guy is what's wrong with ufology. Everything about that guy is a fraud. Everything. And I mean it. He's a fucking liar. So, I've often wondered what other people are thinking if they're like me. Do they walk around with songs in their heads? Do people walk around talking to themselves? You know, oh, I've got to get this. I've got to go here. I got to go to Walmart to get my prescription. After I go to Walmart, do you guys do that? Did you know some people don't have thoughts? That's what they say. They're like NPCs. Yep. So Stephen Greenstreet investigated and found people with nothing in their heads. Completely mind-blowing. I'm not sure I buy it. I think this has got to be a joke. Let's take a look at the video he's put out. It looks legit. I don't think this is a joke. But not having thoughts, I can't get songs out of my head for 2-3 days. It's so annoying. I keep hearing the same, chorus over and over of a song. Finally left, but geez.
Do some people not have thoughts?
Completely blank upstairs, yep.
You're completely blank upstairs.
Completely blank.
People with nothing going on inside their heads?
Nothing is coming in, nothing is going out, nothing is happening inside.
I recently discovered a proportion of the population has no inner voice and no inner eye. They hear nothing and they see nothing inside their mind.
Sets off all these kind of like existential questions where I'm just like, am I actually alive?
I actually found and spoke to some of these people. Inside their heads, in their own words, it's just a big black nothing.
Bullshit.
How is this real? And how am I
What is wrong
just
with
now
his hair?
finding out about this? Am I the odd man out? Well, I'm gonna dive in and try to make this make sense. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain to you how I think. Primarily, I have an inner monologue, meaning I hear my own voice inside my head all day, every day. I don't hear it with my ears. It's what's called subvocal. I hear it inside my brain. If you were able to somehow plug into my stream of consciousness and listen in, this is what you would hear. Man, why did I put my hair up in a man bun? Looks terrible. You're 46 years old. You shouldn't be wearing a man bun.
God, he
I should
looks
just get a
56.
haircut. Just cut your hair already. What are you doing? I spent 99% of my life thinking everyone on Earth thought how I thought, with an inner voice. I thought that's just the way it was. But then I saw some posts on social media talking about how some people, in fact, don't have an inner monologue. And I was like, wait, what the f? No inner monologue? No, that can't be true. I then did some initial reading on the topic and realized, yeah, this is a real thing. And that revelation blew my mind.
I don't think people understand what it is. And they say, no, I don't hear my voice. And they probably are so stupid that they don't understand that you're telling them, no, it's subvocal. Like, it's thoughts. I don't think. I don't think. Like, all day long, I hear my voice telling me what I need to do, right? Things that I have to think about. Oh, did I leave the dryer on? You know, am I going to go do this tomorrow? What am I doing now? All that stuff, all day long, all night long. I don't buy it.
It felt like my perception of reality was challenged a bit.
People
and
are
that
lying.
part of my life had been a lie. As I dug deeper, I discovered there are real scientific explanations for all this, and I'll talk about that later. But first, I want you to meet some people. I found someone who has no inner monologue, and 2 others who also have no inner eye. And I asked them some questions about what's going on inside their heads, because quite frankly, I have no idea.
Hey, Amanda.
It's difficult to
thank you very
vocalize because
much
there are like no words around it that
for
make
becoming
sense.
a member.
This is Alex Mason, a computer
What's up,
systems
Felicity?
engineer in Boston,
What's
Massachusetts.
up, Bad Boy Channel?
Surprisingly, he was just as
Jeanette
shocked
gave,
as me to learn
okay.
about all this, but for the opposite reason. He had no idea other people,
Thanks,
like
Jeanette.
myself, had an inner monologue.
I thought it was very strange that there are people who just continually sort of talk inside their own head. It doesn't make sense to me. Like if I have nothing to do and I'm not working on anything, I'm in the nothing box. There's nothing going on.
See, I'm trying to understand, put myself in your head where
That's impossible.
I'm trying to visualize nothing, where that shuts off.
I call it the nothing box.
Space
The
Cow
nothing
became a
box. So
member.
what is that like? Can you just try to put in words?
So it's difficult to describe nothing, but it's truly nothing. Right? Like,
Felicity's become a
have you ever
member.
had one of those moments where you're sort of sitting somewhere and your eyes sort of glaze over and you daydream a little bit? It's like that, except without the daydream. So you're just sort of
Dirt
sitting there,
McGurr.
nothing is coming in, nothing is going out, nothing is happening
Intergalactic
inside.
Wrangler.
You're just there.
It's
Space
like
Cow.
daydreaming
Felicity,
without
happy
the daydream,
2025.
and you're just there. Not only can I not comprehend that actually sounds kind of scary and awful. But what's funny is my way of thinking with an inner monologue sounds awful to him. I have a 24/7 podcast going on in my head where I hear it's me narrating my life, reminding me of things, criticizing myself to myself.
That sounds horrible. It really does, right? I think I'd go crazy if that was the case.
Alex says that instead of an inner monologue, his brain thinks with a variety of often complicated images and emotions.
I don't typically think in words. I usually think in probably pictures, feelings, concepts, relationships between ideas, things like that.
So how does he think about tasks, things on his to-do list, remembering deadlines?
I'll sort of see like a checklist of the things I have to do.
So you see
I
a
sort of see it.
checklist.
Yeah. It's almost like sort of a flow chart of what I have to do to get it done. And then I'll start, as I do it, I'll check things off and then dismiss them and then just roll on to the next thing.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So you see like, you're like, your brain's like seeing this Excel sheet.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a flow diagram, right? It's just like, this is a thing, and then there's a line to the next thing, and then a line to the next thing, and I sort of organize it.
Okay.
It's not like a conscious effort to do it either. It just sort of pops up.
This is pretty incredible to hear because my brain does not work like that. I don't see flow charts or checklists. Here
me
is
too,
how I
Arminius.
usually process and remember my to-do list.
Tomorrow's trash day. You gotta take out the recycling. Don't forget to confirm your dentist appointment. Oh my god, the kids have 3 soccer games this weekend.
But Alex and I do have something in common. We are both able to visualize things in our minds. But from speaking with him, Alex's images appear to be more vivid and clear than mine. Probably because my brain favors inner monologue over visuals. But I can see things in my mind. Basically anything.
Right.
If I think of it, it's just there. For example, Right now, in my head, I am visualizing
Potato.
Strong Bad from Homestar Runner. He's right there. I can see and hear him
Good
checking
day,
his
mate.
email.
Why did you bring up Homestar Runner? That's like 25 years old. It just reveals how old you are. You should have picked Taylor Swift.
All right, we get it. I'll put the link to that in the show description. There's another 13 minutes left. So you guys can check out the rest of that at your leisure. It's interesting. I thought everybody had their own personal dialogue with themselves. But I did. Like our Arminius said, I've heard of this before. I just didn't want to hear it. Get it? We might be in for catastrophic disclosure, says Patrick Jackson on X. Why? Patrick, why? It definitely will be a catastrophic disclosure, the way the government is playing this out. So I don't know what this is. I'm going to read it to you. I haven't read it yet, but it has to do with that comment. Okay, thank you, it says there. All right, let me make me smaller. Can I get in there? There we go. Okay, thank you. So just to get this right, from the latest measurements, it moved even more. Now it's clearly definable by the population. Anyone it takes telemetric data and maps it out, moved way closer to Mars. In the exact zone needs to get through to slingshot to Earth. What are we talking about here? Yes, in plane, the latest public map, ESO, 2 a.m. your time, shows, 31 Atlas, 60 million kilometers closer to Mars than it was 24 hours ago. How's that possible? That's the zone no wider than a highway where gravity does the steering for free. You or your kid could plot the dot on a phone app, draw the line, and see it arcs right to Earth's shadow. No physics PhD needed, just connect yesterday's dot to today's. The curve is obvious. NASA can't call the noise. Can't call that noise. It's a turn. And turns aren't accidents. They're choices. So, yeah, anyone looking now sees it. The secret's out. Even if they never say the word slingshot, sure, or parking, but not random and not anymore. So the object 31 Atlas it made a turn is what that's about. Yeah, your mother's dirty nips. Yeah. So it's heading to Earth, I guess. I don't know. Catastrophic disclosure. See, the weird thing about that is why they put that in, we might be in for catastrophic disclosure, is beyond me. Yeah, I don't know why. It moved way closer to Mars in the exact zone that it needs to get through to get slingshotted to Earth. Do you understand? Huh. I guess not. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a boring post. Let's see. So Matthew Zadegas is a research scientist at UAPX. He says we have proof that the Tic Tac UFO is not a man-made craft. That the physics of the craft far exceed any human technological capabilities. No, says you, bro. Says you. Right? I mean, how does this guy think he knows everything? That's what makes me funny. What? That's what makes me funny? What'd I just say? That's what makes this funny.
Tech cannot be explained that easily. Recently, actually, there was a YouTube video by a Professor Simon who was like, oh, Tic Tac, that was the Lockheed Martin device. And I'm like, really?
Well, what's his name came out and said it's undeniably 100% Lockheed Martin technology.
Yeah, Ross Coulthart said that.
Coulthart said that, yeah.
Yeah, and that interesting. So they didn't read Kevin's paper that shows it had accelerations beyond human capability. I mean, like, there are published papers by me, by my friend Kevin, showing that's not possible. And everyone conveniently pretends they don't exist.
Why couldn't it be possible that there couldn't have been some, if there's some sort of physics that went dark in the 50s and they've been working on it ever since, and they've been developing it, and when they wanted to test it against like our Navy fighters, wouldn't that, even if there wasn't humans in there, that wouldn't be like liquefied moving around, isn't it?
Great question. You got to read Kevin's paper. It's because even if it was unmanned, at the accelerations that Kevin has calculated, there doesn't exist a material that could withstand that. It would just be crushed. Like, and I know what you're going to say. Oh, some breakaway civilization. No, you don't understand. There's literally against the laws of all physics.
Yeah, but what if the material isn't actually going against air like that?
Yeah.
What
exactly
if it's like creating a cavity, a cavitational type
Doesn't
thing?
Doesn't matter. These are simple, basic laws of physics we've known for centuries. This is one of the points of Kevin's paper, is the accelerations are not possible. They would destroy any material. I don't care if it's in air. I don't care if it's in vacuum. And conveniently, everyone who spouts off, they think they have figured out the Tic Tac, they all pretend that Kevin's work and my work doesn't exist. They don't read it. They don't. In fact, did you know I have proof that Sean Kirkpatrick lied under oath and nobody's listening to me? No news media outlet would carry this story for me. I said I can prove it. Nobody listened to me.
How do you prove it?
So here's what happened. What happened was, this might be the first time I'm saying it on a podcast, but I don't care. I'll get in trouble, but whatever. I'm just sick and tired of all the lies and the obfuscation. During one of the hearings, former head of Aero, Sean Kirkpatrick, said to Senator Gillibrand, to her face, under oath, it was one of those mini hearings. There was like almost nobody there. It wasn't the full Congress. I think it was like, it was just Sean Kirkpatrick, Senator Gillibrand, and a few people. Okay, it was like a subcommittee meeting.
Yeah, it was a skip.
He said, I'm going to paraphrase, but I wrote down the exact quote, of course. He said something like, there are no published scientific papers claiming that the Tic Tac encounter might have been aliens. And then he sneers. He laughs like, and if you think otherwise, you're welcome to publish. We already published a paper. Kevin did. So can we go back to knuthlab.org and I'll show you the paper? This is many years old already now.
Okay.
It's a paper published estimating the flight characteristics of anomalous air
Maybe he
vehicles.
just wasn't aware of it.
I know you're going to say that. But so then he's ignorant and he's not good at his job.
Sure.
He's the head of Aero. But what if I could tell you, what if I told you that's not the case? Because I told him about it. So Kevin and I, UAPX, we were told not to talk about it, but you know what? Screw them. I'm so sick of these people. We actually talked to Aero. We had a Google Meet or Microsoft.
See, the thing about these eggheads at UAPSX, they think they have the answers to everything. And Arrow, Kirkpatrick, could only do so much. And without verifiable evidence, dickhead, he's not going to put it in any report. He's not going to say there was alien interaction or any alien technology when there was none, nada, zippo to be found. Flight characteristics, my ass. Get it on video. Let's take a look at those characteristics. That's the only way to do it. Garbage. All garbage.
Teams or whatever, Zoom or whatever the hell software. We met with them. We actually talked to them, and we actually brought up Kevin's paper, and it's like, look, it turns out in the Nimitz encounter, these accelerations, if you apply them to interstellar craft, these would be good interstellar craft. You could cross the galaxy in a few months. And like, we told Sean Kirkpatrick. I heard his voice. He asked me a question. I know Sean Kirkpatrick was on the call.
Wow.
And so you're not going to tell me he didn't know. So either he didn't know, in which case he's ignorant of facts that he needs for his job.
Or how about they don't trust you or care about anything you or the public has for Arrow, for Kirkpatrick, for that whole bullshit time in you. And this is what I was talking about. This is why I wanted to talk about how ufology has been a Psi-Op of epic proportions. And this is one of those examples. You can't get any more Psi-Opity than what we're seeing when you talk about the Tic Tac, when you talk about Arrow, when you talk about the government. You're not going to get any evidence. The only thing that makes sense, and I can't be the only one, the only thing that makes sense is you make up stories to cover your own technology, your own inventions, your own creations for government, for weaponry and all that. You have to keep the story going. You have to have UFOs and aliens be a part of the culture from here until we don't need weapons anymore. Whenever that day comes. Oh, I know when that'll be. When we use them all. We have a very, 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 very gullible and very stupid public. People refuse to do research. And I understand it. This isn't research. When you go into this field, it's a rabbit hole of epic proportions.
Fortunately, he's not head anymore, of Arrow. Number two, okay, then, or he's lying, or he forgot. Conveniently. Okay. So you're right. I can't prove he's lying, but he's either lying, ignorant, or forgetful. Which of those is the better option? All of those options are bad. But anyway, he's aware of this paper. Could you go back to, could you please click on a UAP library again like last time? So Sean Kirkpatrick knew about this paper because we told him about it. We're like, oh, and Kevin has written this great paper. In this paper, which Ross Colhart has conveniently forgotten exists, because he knows about it too, because I've talked to Ross, Kevin's talked to him. In it, Kevin and his friends, Robert and Peter from the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies, SCU, they show that the Nimitz encounter demonstrates velocities, accelerations beyond human capabilities. And Mick West poo-poos this. He says it's BS, it's a jet or a seagull, whatever the usual. This is a scientific paper.
Wow.
It passed peer review. But then you know what the critics say? Oh, it doesn't count. You know why it doesn't count? Oh, Kevin's the editor of the journal. He's not the only editor. He recused himself. And that's what they always say. My crash paper, that doesn't count. That's in Limina. It's a UFO journal. You know, it's the one paper they can't say doesn't count. Kevin's history of UFO studies is in Progress in Aerospace Sciences. That's a major journal. And my paper on the UAPX results is also Progress Aerospace Sciences. But yeah, basically skeptics always find a way to pretend that this doesn't count, that these facts, these numbers, these results are wrong or they don't count.
Right.
But what's really incredible to me is like the past week, I hear all this nonsense at the TikTok.
It's not that they don't count. It's a one-off. It's a one-off. It's useless by itself. Now, I shouldn't say that, right? Because it is statistics on an unknown or a Tic Tac. So what if it's a one-off? You still keep the data. Wow, 22 months. Holy macadamia nuts. Andy Cowley throwing down 22 months. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Andy Cowley, for being a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you very much. How you doing, man? Thank you, AC. So, again, obvious. I don't know why these people don't understand it. Because they're lying. They're lying. Yeah, welcome to the club. So Eric Burleson says the government is actively blocking key information about UFOs from reaching Congress. The fact that we have multiple U.S. Congress people publicly saying this is in itself great progress on disclosure. Wow. That's a shame. It really is. What do we got here? Oh. So Cosmic Judas on X posted this yesterday, saying that Christopher Bledsoe is a threat to national security. Technically. Well, I want to hear why. There's a 1-minute video, but I'm not sure we're going to get an answer. Let's take a list.
One, and then I saw some of the later ones, which appeared to be lights moving around erratically, orbs, and exhibiting interesting characteristics. But I guess I would just say that really one of the things that brought me to Chris is that he's, I would say, the leading observational scientist who sees more of this than anyone else. So No, you fucking idiot. No. He's just outside recording everything he sees. It's what I did. know that I've seen quite a bit of this.
And whatever you can't explain becomes a UFO. Don't you get it? Freaking people don't want to learn the truth. You guys, do you want to live in fantasy land? I'm asking you, is that what you want? Good for you. Good for you. But don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. You know what's sad? Everybody knows Bledsoe's bullshit. Everyone. When have we ever had a legitimate summoner? When have we ever had a legitimate psychic? When have we ever had a legitimate anything in this field? I ask you, when? Because I can't remember. In 21 years, I can't remember one other than myself. Jeff Willis doing honest work, but it's bad out there. It's real bad out there. And we have been a part of a Psi-Op of epic proportions. And if you go back and start in 2015, that's when it was unleashed. Tom DeLonge, Two to Stars Academy, Lou Eleganzo, Tic Tac. Sorry. David Fravor, right? David Fravor made the mistake of not turning on his helmet cam. Yeah. Let me Check probably remembered oxygen if he needed it, right? Yeah. But you're seeing a UFO and you're doing loop-de-loop with it. You know, you're doing some sort of vortex dogfight, and you don't record it. I just forgot. Right. And then you had Alex Dietrich. Remember? She was the not co-pilot, but I guess wingman, wing woman, wing thing. And she said she saw the Tic Tac, which I don't buy at all. She didn't see shit. She can say she saw it all day long. I don't believe her. If she did see it, she saw a flash and she doesn't know anything else other than pew. Right? So then, shortly after that, we had our first congressional UFO hearing. David Grush. Well, actually, you had the News Nation interview. Then, right? Then the hearing with David Grush. Do you remember? Sorry. I can't get rid of this cough now. It'll be here the rest of the night. Damn it. Don't know what it is. I'm dying. That's what it is. I'm dying. It's okay. I'm ready. I forgot what I was going to say. All right. Let me pull this up here. Now, yesterday, Third Phase of Moon did a video. We were showcasing it live during the show, just parts of it. But I wanted to show you the first few minutes of this UFO thing with hieroglyphs. Now, when you look at this thing, you're going to notice something very similar. It kind of looks like the same material that the spheres are made up of. The same type of hieroglyphs or pictograms, whatever the hell they are. Same type. And it's not done that well. Let's go.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got the Cousins Brothers, and we've got UFO videos for you today, including something that was found in the desert, a YouTube channel named James. We reached out to him yesterday. He's given us full permission to share what he found, and we also got the update coming in from Ken Panama. What happened to the creature after he threw it in an abandoned water tank next to an abandoned military base? We've got the updates. Is it alive or is it dead? But let's first get to this breaking news. We just found out about it yesterday. James allowed us to share this. He found this object in the desert. Watch this.
Here we are. Right here. You can hear it humming if I go close enough. Kind of makes me feel weird. But yeah, I think it's under here. Fuck me. Well, I just burned my hand. Holy shit. Well, I'm gonna get killed.
All right, what did James find in the desert, buried beneath just under the surface? I guess this is a photograph he took of it flying moments earlier as it crashed down into the sand. I'm not exactly sure of the exact circumstances behind this, but James brings this object, whatever it is, he brings it back home to do some studies on it, Apparently, he's even developed some kind of rash, but this is the early stages of his first encounter bringing it home.
So I have it in this box here outside of my car, just to be safe. When I get close to it, I almost feel like throwing up. It's kind of weird, but it seems like the thing is... It seems like it's alive and it's dying. It's vibrating in patterns and it's vibrating weaker and weaker each time, so... if I die, know that I did not commit suicide. I would never do that. I'm gonna try to bring this thing home and uncover the truth, no matter what it is. I don't care.
James stated that whatever this object was, that it created some kind of resonation, like it was vibrating, humming, giving off something that he couldn't quite explain. He said it was kind of creepy, but then he brings it home.
Okay guys, here it is again. I just got home. It's really reflective, so I'm gonna try not to reveal myself in the reflection. I'm gonna show you all the markings. So here's this side. And I'm still not touching it with my hand because I think...
I mean, does this look like alien technology? I mean, these aren't even straight. They're not even on the same plane of... I mean, look at how crooked it is. Must have been hard to etch that in here on the curvy parts. This is awful.
It is.
Look at this. It's awful. Good Lord.
Dangerous.
That is awful
Radioactive or
workmanship
something.
for an alien.
It's really smooth.
Ah, look at this. Look at, they got the 5-1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 6-pointed star. Sorry, I thought it was 5.
There's that hexagram. Which, yeah, I agree it doesn't look that good, but I can tell you I didn't make it.
Oh, yeah, you can tell us that. Don't you find
like
it
a
funny?
triangle in the middle with two
You know,
lines.
they come out with the...
And it's essentially the same on this side, but the
spheres.
markings are slightly different,
and
like
the
the words on
spheres
the
are
side.
very similar.
Let me
And
find
now
that
we've
there.
got this thing that is the
there it
shape
is.
of a Tic Tac.
Okay, guys. I guess that marks the day I posted on YouTube the full object. So
You
now-
know, I hate to be that guy, but we got to play both sides of this. What if it's real? Yeah, you know, the thing is, if it's real, you do whatever you can do to get this on video. Throw it up in the air, try to get it to fly. You can't. Call somebody. Call the authorities. Right? Who do you call? Smithsonian Institute? No, you'll never see it again. The government? You'll never see it again. The police? You'll never see it again. Who do you call? Exactly. Goofon or Third Phase of Moon. You could even call Dark Hour. Just email any one of us. We'll take it off your hands.
I'm gonna keep trying to post like every day so I don't disappear, but we all know how these things go, so...
No, we don't. That's why we're waiting. See what
Just
happens.
wish for the best for me.
Yeah,
And I'll try to do some experiments with this and record it.
Yeah. And he does.
I'll probably try to open it at some point, but I don't know how to do that right now. Spinning around. So you can see it's like just the common pill shape of an object.
Wow. When we contacted James, I guess he stated that he doesn't want any money. He's not out for any fame. He wants people to understand what's going on. Is this some kind of ancient alien artifact that he found in the desert? Now he's got it in his basement. He's doing some studies, some experiments.
How does that happen right when I'm recording too, by the way? That never ever happens, but first of all, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Wow, this thing has a mind of its own. Look at this. It doesn't want me to get a clear video of it.
You already have clear video of it. He already has clear video of it. What is this? Can you guess when I'm lying? Is that what this is? You already got clear video of it, you schmohawk.
Look at my other hand. It's doing nothing. I'm not turning any lights off.
Shut up.
This is insane right now.
Not insane. It's a hoax. There's
Okay,
another
there it
light
is.
switch somewhere.
I'm keeping it locked in this room. It's kind of like a dungeon. Stupid light. Hopefully it's just the light, not anything going on with this thing.
That's stupid.
Oh,
He
yeah.
brought it in the house before, and it didn't do anything with the lights. Now all of a sudden it's playing. I can turn the lights on. I mean, come on.
He may have found some kind of alien life in his backyard. Now this guy has some kind of possible ancient alien artifact in his possession. He's afraid that he might be found out. He doesn't want to be doxxed to exactly where he lives, but he's got this in his possession, and apparently he's going to be taking some time away to concentrate on his life. But right now he's got this thing, and
Oh, thank God. Oh, so worried. All right. Unbelievable.
he doesn't know what to exactly make of it. He thinks that it could be some kind of ancient alien artifact. He says it has some kind of magnetic properties
Hey
to
guys, I'm just doing an update today. I haven't really been around it too much, but today, because I've been busy, but kind of trying to not spend too much time next to it in case I am getting radiation from it, which I already feel kind of like puking right now. Because I'm standing here, it's like just a feeling of despairish, pukey, whatever. Wow, this is the first time I walked in here and I feel terrible right now.
That's not true. He said he felt weird before. Boy, I tell you, this guy can't remember the last thing he said. He said he felt really weird. His head, he was feeling dizzy. Remember? I mean, he gets near that thing and it made him feel ill first time.
Okay, I'm getting out of here.
That's how you notice his bullshit. Oh, nice burp, you fruit.
Hold on.
Disgusting. He's got gay feet, too.
Okay, that was weird.
He does. He's got gay feet.
It's already,
You look at my feet, you see they look straight. They look
I
like
already
a
feel
straight
it going
heterosexual
away.
male foot.
The second I got in there, they're starting to feel weird. but
Barney
okay,
Rubble-like.
What I was
Yeah.
gonna say is, I was gonna make a video of me with my face and stuff and saying who I am, but I decided not to because some people are telling me, they're warning me. I'm just gonna take it slow for now.
What people? Who? What people? Experts? There's no people. Nobody's telling you anything. I love these hoaxers.
I'm going to secure it before I go to work. I may or may not take it with me. So,
You just said you're going to secure it, and now you're saying, well, I may take it with me. I mean, which is it? This guy is all over the place. This
that
is horrible.
nobody knows exactly where it is.
Of course nobody knows exactly where it is. You haven't told anybody yet. Is this guy high?
I am prepared to be put in harm's way for this because this is...
Please!
I want to uncover the truth, and nobody knows anything. There's all this speculation, but I want to figure out what's really out there, and I'm going to do it for you guys.
Oh, thank
and
you. Oh.
I don't care.
What do we owe
I don't
this?
care if they try to kill me. I'm going to try to go as far as I can with this as possible
Amazing.
before I get taken out. and if
Act of
need be,
kindness.
I might have to give it away before they come get me, or something like
shut
that.
up.
but
Nobody's
I'm
coming to
prepared for
get
it,
you,
so,
you fraud.
I'll just
Nobody
try to keep
says
you guys
that.
updated, and I should probably get a Geiger counter or something, but that thing is messing with my
Yeah, get a
emotions.
Geiger counter.
But for now,
That's it. Get a
that
Geiger
thing is
counter.
messing with my emotions. But for now, guys, you stay safe. I'll try to stay safe, and I will be back.
Right, Brett. What's your thoughts on this?
Counter or something, but that thing. I'll just try to keep you guys updated, and I should probably get a Geiger counter or something. But
Look, it couldn't even understand what he said. I should probably get a tiger hunter. That's what happens when you slow your words. I should say, get a Geiger counter. I should get a Geiger counter.
try to keep you guys updated, and I should probably get a Geiger counter or something.
I should get a Geiger counter. Great stuff. What a fantastic story. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If that thing is real. All right. It's the end of the show. So it's time. If you laugh, you're a conservative. That's right. You heard it.
Deep bit. Here we go. Stop here. I like girls. Swear to God. Boobs are cool. Boobs are cool. Cool. Yeah. Chicks. Chicks. What?
Welcome back to If You Laugh, You're Conservative. Oh, a mom just dancing with their kids at home. How wholesome.
Oh my God. What is that kid doing?
This girl turned into a ceiling fan. Oh, Lord.
That's insane.
And they say money doesn't buy happiness. A lot of white Monster Energy here. Oh, you got a fridge for it. Uh-huh. I don't know, bro. Who drinks Monster? It's kind of gay.
You wanted to see how the flip-up lights work at night in a World War II Jeep, so let's show you. In the 1945 Willys, you can see they're both shining. And then, if I flip them up, well now, illuminates that engine pretty good. One on the driver's side, let's do this one here on the passenger side. Look how much light that provides for working on that Go Devil engine.
Modern Jeeps need that more.
This is a disgusting attack on the American people.
We're banning comedians. We are all Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel's return proves that you can defeat a fascist, tyrannical dictatorship by pretending to be censored and whining about it on TV. Because unless Trump isn't a dictator. No, he totally is. And we defeated that dictator by complaining about it. God, why don't the Chinese try tweeting mean things about Xi Jinping?
It worked, guys. Trump was the reason Jimmy got canceled. But, okay, so wait, now Trump's the reason now that he's back? This doesn't make any sense. Me walking back from lunch after tipping 0% because my server was wearing a pride pin. Here's a tip. Men are men and women are women.
Chinese people never die in car accidents. They cause them.
That's true.
Then they look in the rear view and go, oh, that looked really bad. Oh.
What I ate today as a baddie. Cereal for breakfast.
Oh my God. And I'm suffering. Oh, you disgusting.
Good morning, baddies.
Oh, you are done.
Did she say
won't make
baddies
it
or
to
fatties?
50.
Sugar free, of course.
Oh,
She'll never make it to
because she's
50.
healthy. With her bucket. Her bucket.
Look at her arm right here. Look at the fat rolls. This is the joint to the elbow there. What's halfway up the arm? A fat roll. Girl, You got more chins than a Chinese phone book. We're going to end it right there. Sorry, I'm just saying she shouldn't be eating like that. If I ate like that, I'd be in the hospital. It's weird. I work out every day when I'm healthy, sometimes twice a day. I mean, I'm eating the best food I know how to eat, and she's doing that. Well, I guess I am 30-something years older, so I guess that wear and tear does come into play. But I never ate like that. Anyway, well, thanks for hanging out tonight. Moderators and super chatters, newcomers, veterans, and new members. Thank you very much for purchasing memberships. Jeanette and Andy Cowley got one. Thank you guys. And Dorothy helped out. Everybody, I appreciate that. And you can still help. All the links are in the show description. I'll put the links to the videos I played tonight in the show description if they're YouTube videos. YouTube only. All right. And that's it. We'll see you guys on the tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Oh. May or may not be here tomorrow. Yeah, I have some family stuff that may run over. But you'll know if I put up a what do you call it? A thumbnail, then there'll be a show. I don't know what's going on here. Whoa, whoa. What happened? All right. All right, we got it back, I guess. That was weird. All right, we'll see you guys. Hey, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Alien bless.
From the sky, no one and no alibi, lies burning hotter than the sun. Fake prophets cashing in the dream, selling hope through a broken beam. What's the truth? Where's it gone? The dark.